This is Blake coming to you on December 30th, 2012, Sunday here. I discovered an article this last week from one that was published in September. It describes how exactly the courts in Canada are responding to the Freeman movement, specifically in this article in the province of Alberta, Canada. It looks like the government perceives the Freeman movement to be an anti-government movement, and what do you know? Robert Menard is on the very front page, shining off his peace officer badge. Below, you will see Mika Rasila as another example of someone who claims to be a free man on the land, or a sovereign. This article is about a gentleman by the name of Dennis Larry Meads, who went to the court and tried to tell the judge that they were all criminals, that he could actually access a secret account with the Bank of Canada. The judge had enough. He's heard about these things enough times. He had enough. He ruled that everybody, Robert Menard, Mika Rasila, and all these other gurus are making some serious cash off of this movement. Personally, I have had battles with Robert Menard and Mika Rasila about the legitimacy of the movement. Robert Menard was selling memberships to the World Freeman Society for a couple $100 a pop. It included how to access secret bank accounts for mortgage and all that kind of stuff, acceptance for value. Although Mika didn't agree with everything, he basically had a similar lifestyle to fight the government. What I want to point out quickly from the onset is that these guys promote common law above absolutely everything, meaning maritime law doesn't apply to them, meaning admiralty law doesn't apply to them, and that common law is where it's at. Well, I know that these guys are big on law, so what did I do? I went over to Black's Law Dictionary and I looked at common law. Apparently common law is nothing more than case law, and case law is administrative law, and administrative law comes from the administrators of the court, and those administrators are, in fact, the judges of the court. So what these freemen on the land, or sovereigns, are doing, they're trying to move in on the job of the judge and live their life like they are the absolute executors and administrators of their own legal battles. So with that being said, I had an argument with Robert Menard about the legitimacy of his birth certificate, his claims that he is an unbonded free man. I will even post my link below about the argument we had. Everyone who comes to me and tells me that I'm totally brainwashed, conditioned, went to a military university, they try to throw these things at me as if they have some type of weight, and really they don't. What I know that they don't know, or at least they give the hint that they don't know, and they like their control more than they would lead for anybody to know, is that contract law is something they're not really understanding. Contract law is the whole basis of our society. Contract law is what put international treaties together. Contract law is what put the Constitution together. Contract law is what makes business happen. It requires and obligates parties to performance. When a free man on the land comes in and they say that the laws do not apply to them, they are the lowest on the legal totem pole. They don't have a treaty with anybody. They are, in fact, subjects of the law of the jurisdiction in which they are located. No treaty means they are subjects. They have absolutely no immunities whatsoever. So these guys, I warned well ahead of time, they're going to have some fierce battles with the government if they don't tighten up their act. And if they continue to do what they're doing, teaching the things that they are, and leading people astray, people are going to prison for the things taught. These guys are acting like the government is rogue. Well, if you're a subject, or rather a citizen, and your only responsibility is to pay the debt of your jurisdiction, you don't have any rights. You have civil rights, and those are privileges that can be granted and ungranted at the behest of the government that you are within the jurisdiction of. Anyways, I thought this was quite interesting, and hopefully this can be a lesson learned for those who continue to engage in this philosophy. If not, continue to do what you're doing and don't expect any kind of peace to be had between yourself and government. If you want peace between yourself and government, you must form a treaty, regardless of how you emotionally feel with concern to the business affairs of the government. Thank you for watching this video and have a great day.